Welcome back, everyone, to episode 5 of Let's Play Atlantic Fleet Battle of the Atlantic as Germany. So it didn't save for some reason. I had to just put these ships back into the port to repair them. So I don't know why it didn't it hadn't saved what we had done on this turn. So I think what I'll have to do from now on is make sure that I finish my episodes at the beginning of a turn. It doesn't look like it saves the actions you do in the middle of your turn. If you leave after you've done some actions, it'll go back to what it was at the beginning of the turn. Now, I think I remember saying that we wanted to do something goofy like send this fleet into the Mediterranean anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's send the Admiral Hipper up around. She's going to become part of the new heavy cruiser task force, which just mirrors this one. And let's see, how are our merchant ship fleets doing? Looks like there's probably about equal distribution of merchant ships. I don't know, I don't know what the color of these merchant ships really means. I'm hoping the darker means the more relevant, the more likely we are to encounter them. But I don't know. And we haven't had too much success with our ships in the Mediterranean so far, but I'm really banking on us having air superiority around Sardinia and Corsica. They have Malta, obviously, but aside from Malta, we have all of Italy. So, I don't know. It's true that the British surface fleet would control this area and historically, but air power-wise, we should be dominant over there. So, based on that premise, which may not be a good thing to base it on, we'll go ahead and send our fleet in. Alright, so we'll keep the Graf Spee in the south over here. Apologize about the pronunciation. I actually don't know how to pronounce. I've heard it, obviously, Americans typically butcher pronunciations, just as I'm probably doing. But I've heard a lot of people call it the Graf Spee. But I think that's just because they see this, and I'm tempted to say it's actually the Graf Spee. Regardless, let's see. Anything else we want to do for this turn? Probably not. We have our submarines in line where they should be. And then let's go ahead and finish this turn. Alright, another event in the Canary Islands. The Allied convoy attacked by warships. Oh, so our heavy cruiser task force actually did quite a lot of damage to the merchant ships there. So even though we didn't actually engage something like in a combat mode, we didn't switch to a fleet combat, tactical combat, our strategic force somehow had a strategic effect on the convoys. Hey, I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's move these guys. Actually, let's probably move them even here. Before I do that, let's you can use this button I just realized to select all and select none. Let's see, they can move from there into the Mediterranean. So okay, let's get these guys to move for the heck of it down here just for one turn. Let's get all of these guys, except for the submarines, to move over here. And that's their staging for moving next turn over into the Mediterranean. So basically our gamble is almost complete. we're rolling the dice, and I'm assuming that we have good air power there. Good, so our destroyer is back and repaired, but since we'll probably get these guys to merge up next turn. Actually, it'll take 2 turns, so I probably will just leave this guy in port. I'm assuming that the Royal Navy doesn't go as far as Denmark, but I could be wrong. Obviously, we would have immense air superiority in this area. So, okay, is there anything else we wanted to get done? No, probably not. We have 2 ticks on our victory point counter, so that's good. Alright. Just a typical night engagement, which should be helpful for us, but just your typical submarine convoy fleet attack. So let's get this done very quickly. We start with the U-43, which is already a pretty experienced unit. As we can see, she's got the 2 stars, which is that this is probably like pretty novice, and this is at least somewhat experienced. So, okay, they are moving for her. She's looking south, or she's looking north. Oh, this is with respect to my ship, not compass bearing. Got it. So with respect to my ship, these guys are moving right to left, but since I'm looking south, They are actually moving left to right, which means that they're moving east. Good, very good. So let's see. We probably want to just move exactly along our current trajectory. So let's go flank speed and move. Don't launch torpedoes quite yet. We will actually just want to keep moving for a little bit to see if they're turning, are they not turning. And I don't think we'll be able to knock out both destroyers here, so this might be the first time where we just target some of the freighters and then disengage. Maybe the U-43 will still... wait, was that the U-44? Did I not just move? Okay, no, I did. So I didn't hit the next on this guy yet. Now it's the U-44. Okay, good. Yeah, we might not really engage any of the destroyers like I prefer to do, because then you wipe out the entire fleet. So it's definitely the best, but how am I going to get torpedoes off on both of them at the same time? It's very unlikely to happen. So we'll go flank speed, probably... Let's try 5 degrees just to start the turn. Actually, we can probably go 10. So 10 degrees to starboard, moving along, and let's just start by targeting the Icarus over here. And no, we're not going to do anything quite yet. Right, so they're moving to their port, and they're moving to left, which means they're moving north, which gives my U-43 a better opportunity to engage. She should be looking at the Keith. She isn't, but she will start to look at the Keith now. I think our angle's good, so let's just keep moving, and maybe 5 degrees more to port. And done. Okay, don't disengage. We like you where you are. You probably need to keep moving 5 degrees to starboard. Flank speed, good. Yeah, and keep focusing on the Icarus. They are still moving. Okay, well. That's okay. If we're going to target the Keith in the end, they'll probably turn back eventually, and this is getting us into a good position, I think. So, we'll keep moving. Ideally, we'll be able to close with it. I just don't think it's going to happen, though. Let's keep going another 5 degrees. Flank speed. Target the Icarus. Now they're moving back. No, wait, to the left. That's... Wow. They're going almost north now. They were headed originally like southeast, and now they're moving north-northeast. Well, that was not expected, but nothing I can do about it. We'll just hope that they turn back south eventually. So let's keep going. Let's just stay on our current heading. Oops. Okay, same with these guys. They probably need to go another 5 degrees. Keep it up. Okay, done. They're still turning. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, well, then we actually need to start turning more to port. We're going to engage the Icarus with this guy eventually. I still think they'll turn back, but just in case, we'll even line up a rear torpedo against the Keith if things keep going how they're going. So, 5 degrees, move, and done. If they do what they're going to do, if they just head off that way, there's nothing you can do, U-44, but we'll move you in the direction you're currently facing. No, they're not. They just are not turning back, are they? Alright, well, let's... Another 5 degrees. Now we need to get the stern in firing position on the Keith. I still think they're going to move back. They aren't. In fact, they're even turning more north. This is really incredible. I don't understand it. Why would a fleet suddenly change directions like this? Well, we don't know. It could happen. Whoops. Oh yeah, I think I did the right thing. Good. I meant to turn left with this guy, and I turned left with that guy. But they're both turning left. They both should be angling to the left. Port. Batteries move, done. We can always just get out of here. It's not a huge cost to us if we just let things lie, you know? Okay, this one is still probably 5 degrees. Move, done. Yeah, they just keep turning. It's incredible. So we'll have to keep turning to match. Is it possible they picked up this as a sonar contact and then they're moving away from it into my other submarine? I don't know. I don't want to turn too far. Yeah, I think it would be good to turn one more time though. Yeah, they just keep turning. Okay. Well, this is going to line us up. I hope we can fire to the rear. Might as well check on this turn, too. So we've been targeting the Keith, but we really need to target the Icarus now. Let's go down to full. 5 more degrees. Slow us down a little bit, because I'm right where I want to be. Now, let's see how torpedo firing to the rear works. Okay, so it doesn't allow us to fire it there, but it does allow us to fire torpedoes to the rear. And we can fire 2. In fact, this could work out perfect. We can get 2 stern and 4 aft. I hope that it's different torpedo tubes. I hope that launching 4 here means we can't launch any to the rear. Okay, that is good news. We don't launch yet. We wait one more turn. And I think we still keep our bead on the Keith because we're only going to be able to launch 2 torpedoes. Those really have to count. We're going to be able to launch 4 torpedoes at the Icarus. So let's hope that works out. You, on the other hand, are just kind of useless, unfortunately. Flank speed, 5... yeah, I guess 5 degrees more. Doesn't really matter. Keep turning. Why do they keep turning? This is such a gross... I mean, I'm gonna have to go stop, reverse. Okay, let's do it. Let's just go back because we need to make sure we don't get hit by this. Okay, we're close enough that we will hit the Keith immediately. Oops. I think we're close enough that we hit both of them immediately. Where did she go? Hard to see. 27 and 27. So maybe this is the turn we fire. Okay, well, I think we do it. Can we get that? Yeah, I think we can. I think we can get them both. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. 2 torpedoes. So it recommends 145.5. I don't think we can fire torpedoes in both directions, though. Maybe we can't do both at the same time. It recommends 145.5, but they're going to keep turning away, which means... And these are... I think they're going to hit instantly, so we're going to have to be a little bit risky about this. I just want 2 torpedoes. Like, if they hit instantly, we... Okay, the Keith is 3,300 away suddenly. I thought she was 27, but she's 33. I think they'll get 1 turn in. They're going so slow, though, it doesn't matter. So I think we still aim for here and here. Now, the question is, can we also launch torpedoes this way? It would be possible. There's nothing that I think mechanically stops these ships from launching torpedoes in both directions at the same time. It just probably would never happen. And these guys are still turning, so we're going to have to be a little careful that we don't... Yeah, we have to almost spread this out like so. Can we fire all these torpedoes? We can. Okay, well, we already hit once. That's not good, actually. That means I think, oh boy. Okay, where is the destroyer? So she has 2 torpedoes waiting, but they're going to go max speed next turn and probably do some kind of turning. I think these torpedoes might miss now. That's really bad. So we'll probably need to disengage in the end. Alright, do you want to launch any torpedoes? No, we have no idea what people are going to do, so I think we just move max speed with you in the current direction you're facing and hope that the fleet, the freighters, swing back to the east. We have no idea, but it could happen, in which case we'd now be in a position. So here's the critical question. Icarus is turning. Keith is turning. Did she avoid the torpedoes? She completely avoided them. So Icarus is sinking, but both the torpedoes meant for the Keith were avoided. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. It was a gamble. It was a gamble, certainly. Now you have a fair bit of problem, a sizable issue here, in that you have a destroyer right on you. All right, well, let's go hard to starboard to try to get underneath this ship. We're gonna dive because not likely that we'll have any torpedoes reloaded to stern very quickly. So let's do that. And our goal here is just to dive out of the way before the destroyer gets on us. Where was the Keith? Ah, there she is. Yeah, well, we wouldn't be able to fire any torpedoes there, I think. Yeah, we don't have any. Okay, then done. Just get this over with quickly. Now you, on the other hand, are they going to keep going the same direction? We'll fool around with you. We'll leave you in the water a little bit longer. They are actually turning away from us, so yeah, that's not going to happen. Probably just disengage then. That's okay. Alright, so we're basically in the middle of the fleet. The Keith is hot on our trail. Keep diving, keep turning. This reminds me so much of Silent Hunter 3. Okay, done. And you, it's just hopeless. Everyone's turned away from you. It's just completely hopeless. We'll hang in there a little bit just to see if maybe they turn back, but the likelihood is very slim. Keith doesn't appear to know where we are, ironically. In fact, she actually turned away. She turned away. There's no way we're going to be able to get her. Okay, yeah, let's just keep diving. Call this, you know, fair enough. We sunk one destroyer. That's something at least. And leave well enough alone. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Let's just leave well enough alone. Actually, these guys in their hard turning are actually presenting a better target for the U-44. Let's go 10 degrees. Flank. Let's even go 15. You have to make extreme decisions here to get lucky. Done. Not yet. We'll wait one more turn. Keith probably does see the other. And they keep moving. That's good. That's good. That's what we're hoping now. Okay, and you can disengage, so just do so. We'll move you another 10 degrees. Move, flank speed, and wait one more turn. Let's see what they're doing. Do they keep turning? Yeah, they keep turning. When will they stop turning is the question. Let's start targeting this one. They're going 18 knots, so that's already flank speed for them. Let's go 5, flank speed, done. This one, Keith's actually kind of coming towards us. Be a little careful. They keep spinning left. Okay, that's good to know. This is going to be a hell of a shot. They're 9,000, I think, is the range on these guys, so it's not going to be an easy shot from here. Yeah, we gotta keep targeting this C2. We get one C2 if we get anything. Might as well go for it, though. As long as the Keith doesn't come back on us. Well, I mean, I guess one thing we could do is actually go after the Keith. I didn't think about doing that. Oh, she's way up here. She's... Nah, yeah, she's not a viable target. Let's just go after the freighters like we're kind of planning to do already. Okay, our ship direction probably needs to go another 5 degrees. Move. Not quite yet. Unrealistic that my submarine just disappears, but yeah, we'll take it. It's free, so they keep spinning away. This could be good. One more turn. Keith obviously has no idea where anything is, and now they're moving straight. Perfect. Okay, this is my cue to launch torpedoes. So we have a good solid bearing on them. Probably need to go another 5 degrees. Okay. How do we want to do this? Well, she's already up to 7,000, so if we wait any longer, basically we can't possibly hit. Just launch our torpedoes, and then we'll just sink ourselves into the lower and lower. Let's see, they need 16.9 is their estimate. They could keep turning, so 16.7. Let's do something like 16.5. 17.2 and 17.9. Yeah, torpedoes away. I think that's good. We'll find out. Just hoping to get 1 or 2 to hit because C2s are pretty small. They are still moving straight. That's good news for us, I think. Yeah, it looks like those will be at least 2 hits. Let's not disengage quite yet. We might be able to line up. Let's start thinking about this. Well, let's... we don't have enough torpedoes probably to sink the Keith. But if we do, we sink every other ship, you know? it's a roll of the dice, but let's actually turn towards the Keith and potentially get ready to engage her. Yeah, just keep eyes on. Keep eyes on the Keith. She's just spinning around, but I think once we do this next movement, we should get 3 hits. Perfect spread. That's definitely going to sink the C2. There she goes. Okay, so now we know the Keith should be coming at us. So we keep moving starboard. And the Keith... Wow, she's at a pretty oblique angle from us. We're going to have to turn a lot tighter. How many torpedoes do we have available? Still 1. Oh boy. We're probably going to have to just dive and give up on this one. I think she's moving towards us now. So let's go 30 and full. We need to kind of buy time for more torpedoes to reload. Still not aiming directly towards her. Do have 2 torpedoes, and they are actually in the firing arc now, but yeah, let's just wait. I think she's heading right for us. If she is, we're just going to wait for her to get right next to us and then fire torpedoes. This is how that goes. So 20 degrees more, I think. Full speed is good. Yep, we're in the deadline with them. Let's see how this goes. They're heading right at us. Okay, well, here we go. Hopefully we get 1 more torpedo loaded. I think there's a way to look through the periscope. So this is slightly left of our heading. But yeah, okay. Let's actually do a slight turn to starboard still, though. Okay, the Keith is now 7,400. I think we still do a little bit starboard. We want to move out of... She's heading this way. We want to move a little bit to the side so we can get a better bearing on her with our torpedoes. Torpedo reloaded. That's great. 3 available. Should be enough. Okay, there's the Keith. And now we need to probably go one more turn like this, I think. Does she turn? No, she's still moving in that direction. 5,400 though, she's closing fast, so maybe this is the last turn before we turn towards her. No, only 5,000, so we're still doing okay. Let's keep moving. We got all our torpedoes. I think this is good. We stand a real chance. 4,400. We'll probably launch this turn. 4,700. Interesting. One more turn. Patience. You gotta have balls of steel to be a submarine captain. Okay, there she is. To 2/3. She hasn't started firing at our periscope, which leads me to believe she doesn't exactly know where we are. Let's start turning back towards her. 39, I think we can wait one more turn. It's so risky, but let's do it. They don't know where we are. They still don't. Okay. This is it. We can't wait that much longer. Another 5 degrees. Degrees. I just want to make sure we had enough. Okay. It's time. Now, she's probably going to take evasive action, but she's going very slow. So we probably need 2 torpedoes in the exact direction that she's heading. Probably need 2 torpedoes like this. Like, almost exactly on target. So we have 4 torpedoes. Let's go 1 like this. 1 like this, which will hit if she doesn't turn. And now we need 1s for if she turns. 3.2. Go down to 1.2. If she turns that way, that should hit her. She's going very slow, so her turn... Let's go down to 1. So we're dropping by 2.2. I think even down to 0.8, which is 1.4. No, I like this. So 1.2, which gives us 4.4. But no, 2.4. Or 5.2. 5.4. Sorry. Okay, good. Torpedoes away. Alright, so that looks good. She's just gonna take 2 right in the face. And she's sinking. Great. Whew. Well, that was a funny little episode. Maybe the night and the rain helped our visibility there. So we should have the option now to just sink all the rest of them. Sink merchants and withdraw. Well, another successful episode. 2 more destroyers sunk, a whole bunch of merchant tonnage, and we have another engagement. But I'm not going to do this one on this episode because we're running about to 30-minute level. So I'm going to call this one to a close, and we'll begin this engagement. Actually, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, we'll just begin this engagement in the next episode. So stay tuned for this battle. Thanks for watching, and until then, take care.